Well, it was very much like a sort of Oscar ceremony, wasn't it? It was Meghan suddenly leaps onto the stage and says she wasn't intending to say anything, but she was so excited to be back in Canada that she decided to do so. I gather that her speech was very similar to the one she gave the last time, which I must confess I didn't actually see. But yes, all right. But I'm always hoping that on these occasions, the focus is on the people taking part in the Invictus Games, because they are the ones who we want to hear about. They are the brave people who are not allowing themselves to be victims and who are getting on with things, who are taking part in sports and all sorts of amazing things. It was one of Prince Harry's great achievements that he did that. And I'm afraid I have said this before, but it always seems to me very strange that he, who is so good at persuading other people that they're not victims and to look on the bright side of life, he himself seems to have turned himself into a kind of victim because he's always sort of whinging about his lot in life. Yes, I think that she wanted to use this occasion to, well, she was actually owning it, wasn't she? She was owning the games at that point, and she was telling us that this figure was about to appear on the stage. We all knew it was going to be Prince Harry, and then to give him a kiss and things. Yes, it showed a united front, but you must remember she's an actress, so I don't know how seriously one can take that. But all right, it was, if you like that sort of thing, it was I suppose a very warm welcome from a wife to her husband, no question about that. I think she definitely used it to assert her own position. I would have much preferred it if he had come on his own. There was a discussion the other day in which somebody was saying her place on these occasions is in the stands watching the games and cheering people on, rather than taking centre stage. What we wanted to hear was a welcome from Prince Harry to the participants, and then we want to see lots of what the participants are getting up to. But once again, I've said this a million times, I'm afraid, but, they have to keep reinventing themselves. They have to keep producing things which get attention. And this was an opportunity which certainly was not missed. But there's always this feeling that somehow they're putting themselves in front of the cameras. And certainly that's what happened at the opening of the Invictus Games.
Welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales, your go-to channel for dissecting the latest headlines and exposing the blatant double standards of the British media when it comes to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Today, we're diving into the ridiculous criticism of Meghan Markle's speech at the Invictus Games. Yes, you heard that right. Meghan's heartfelt words of encouragement have somehow been twisted into an Oscar performance. Let's unpack this nonsense. So, here's the setup. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry took the stage at the opening ceremony of the Invictus Games in Vancouver. This is an event that Harry himself founded, a competition that has uplifted injured veterans and servicemen worldwide. It's a platform for resilience, courage and human triumph. And yet, leave it to the British press to focus not on the athletes, not on the Invictus Games impact, but on Meghan Markle's speech delivery. The Invictus Games stand as a testament to the indomitable human spirit. Founded by Prince Harry, the Games provide a platform for wounded, injured and sick servicemen and women to compete in adaptive sports. It is a celebration of resilience, camaraderie and the power of sport to heal. The Games embody Prince Harry's deep commitment to supporting veterans. They showcase the extraordinary journeys of these athletes who have overcome immense challenges. The Invictus Games are a beacon of hope and inspiration for all. Prince Harry's vision for the Invictus Games stemmed from his own military experience. He witnessed firsthand the sacrifices made by service personnel. He recognized the need to provide ongoing support and a sense of purpose beyond their time in uniform. The Games became a powerful platform to achieve this, fostering a global community of veterans and their families. The Invictus Games are about so much more than just sports. They are about celebrating the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity. The 2025 Invictus Games in Vancouver were meant to be another triumph. Yet the British media chose to focus on a familiar target, Meghan Markle. Instead of celebrating the athletes' achievements, headlines zeroed in on Meghan's presence and her speech at the opening ceremony. This skewed focus overshadowed the Games' true purpose and perpetuated the media's relentless scrutiny of the Duchess of Sussex. The media's obsession with Meghan, often bordering on the intrusive, has become a tiring pattern. While her every move is dissected and analysed, the accomplishments of the Invictus Games risk being sidelined. This pattern reveals a troubling tendency to prioritise sensationalism over substance. The media's focus should have been on the athletes' stories, their resilience and their dedication. Instead, they chose to create a narrative around Meghan, diverting attention from the true heart of the Games. Royal biographer Hugo Vickers joined the chorus of criticism, accusing Meghan of turning the Invictus Games into a one-woman show. He went on to label her speech as a performance rather than a genuine expression of support. This critique, dripping with disdain, reflects a persistent effort to paint Meghan as inauthentic and self-serving. Such accusations lack any real basis and reek of a predetermined narrative against the Duchess. Vickers' comments exemplify the double standard often applied to Meghan. Her every action, every word is scrutinised and interpreted through a lens of negativity. This bias is glaringly obvious when compared to the often glowing coverage of other royals. This isn't about critiquing behaviour, it's about perpetuating a pre-existing narrative that paints Meghan as the antagonist, regardless of the reality. The contrast between the media's treatment of Meghan and Kate Middleton is stark. While Meghan is often criticised for her wardrobe, her public speaking and even her smile, Kate enjoys largely favourable coverage. This disparity exposes the inherent double standard within royal reporting. It begs the question, is this about protocol and tradition, or is it about something more insidious? The media's scrutiny of Meghan often feels deeply personal and rooted in deeply entrenched biases. It's difficult to ignore the racial undertones and the blatant disregard for her accomplishments. This biased coverage reveals a deeper issue within the British media, one that needs to be acknowledged and addressed. What the critics fail to recognise is Meghan's genuine commitment to the Invictus Games. She has consistently shown unwavering support for her husband's vision. Her presence at the Games is not about stealing the spotlight, but about standing beside Harry in solidarity with the athletes. Her speeches are heartfelt expressions of admiration, not calculated performances. Meghan's dedication to the Games extends beyond her public appearances. She actively engages with the athletes and their families, offering encouragement and support. Her commitment to the Invictus Games is a testament to her character and her genuine desire to make a difference. She embodies the spirit of the Games, championing resilience, compassion, and the power of human connection. The criticism levelled at Meghan for her involvement in the Invictus Games is not only unfair but also hypocritical. The British media, with its history of scrutinising and often vilifying women within the royal family, seems to have a particular axe to grind with Meghan. This relentless negativity speaks volumes more about the media institutions themselves than it does about Meghan. This pattern of biased reporting is harmful not only to Meghan, but also to the public's perception of the monarchy. When media outlets prioritise sensationalism and negativity over balanced reporting, they erode trust and perpetuate harmful stereotypes. This behaviour has real-world consequences, contributing to a culture of online harassment and bullying that Meghan unfortunately knows all too well. Despite the constant barrage of criticism, Meghan remains a powerful advocate for the causes she believes in. Her authenticity shines through, resonating with people around the world. The public can see past the media's attempts to control the narrative. Meghan's impact extends far beyond the headlines, inspiring countless individuals with her grace, resilience, and unwavering commitment to making a difference. The Invictus Games are a testament to the power of human resilience and the importance of community. Meghan's presence at the Games, her heartfelt speeches, and her unwavering support for her husband and the athletes embody these values. It's time to shift the focus away from the manufactured drama and back to what truly matters, celebrating the indomitable spirit of the Invictus Games and those who make it all possible. So, let's call this what it is. Another desperate attempt by the British media to villainise Meghan Markle for daring to exist in the public eye with confidence. But we see through it, don't we? What do you think? Drop a comment below and let's continue the conversation. And if you love seeing these media narratives debunked, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for tuning in to Meghan and Harry Tales, where we keep it real and expose the media bias one episode at a time.